Hello, I'm Sheila Bentley. I'm a member of the International Listening Association, and this video is number 1 in our series of 10 listening tips. We're providing these tips to help you become a better listener, but also to help you prepare to participate in the International Day of Listening, which is September 21st, 2017. Tip number 1 is to value listening. Consciously choose to listen more and to listen better. When was the last time that you remember making a conscious effort to really do a good job of listening to someone, to pay better attention to them, and to really work at listening to what they had to say? Perhaps you can't remember a time recently when you made this effort. In fact, you may find yourself choosing to only half listen more of the time, to be reading your text messages or watching television while you're listening to someone. And this is partly because we are so bombarded by so many messages from our communication devices, and also because our communication devices are constantly interrupting us, even when we're trying to do a good job of listening. But it's also due to the decline in the value that we have placed on listening. And one reason that some people have placed less value on listening is that they think that it's more important to be the speaker than it is to be the listener. It's more important to do the talking than it is to do the listening, because they think that the speaker has more power, has the power to inform, to influence, or perhaps just to be in charge. But think about this. If nobody's listening, how much power does the speaker actually have? Imagine Martin Luther King delivering his famous I had a dream speech on the Washington Mall, but imagine that there was no one there when he was delivering the speech. Well, the effect is the same if nobody was listening to him. So do you find yourself in meetings more often now, not listening, not paying attention to what the speaker is saying? Well, the effect is the same as if you hadn't been there at all. However, if the speaker realizes that you aren't listening, the impact might be even worse, because the person might become offended or hurt, or might even get angry. So here are 3 reasons why you should value listening. Number 1 is that people think you're smarter if you listen to them. They think you're smarter when you're listening to them than when you're not listening to them. And number 2, people like you more when you're listening to them than when you're not listening to them, because you're showing that you're interested in them, you're showing that you value them or what they have to say, and you're also showing them respect. And number 3, they are more likely to listen to you if you have listened to them. If you haven't listened to them, they are more likely to perhaps want to even the score by not listening to you. You didn't listen to me, so I'm not going to listen to you. So the next time someone is talking to you, try consciously to choose to listen, even if you think it's not going to be important or relevant or interesting, because you really can't decide that it's not important or relevant or interesting until after you've listened to the person. And really work at listening. It requires effort and energy to really pay attention to someone and to stay focused. So you might have to keep refocusing your attention on the person who's speaking and refocusing your energy on staying involved in that conversation. But the rewards can be great. Who doesn't want to seem smarter and more likable? And who doesn't want to be listened to? So thanks for listening, and we hope you will join us in celebrating the International Day of Listening, again, which is September 21st, 2017. Visit the International Day of Listening website for more information on how to participate and on more tips on on how to listen. In fact, you can download the Listen Mark, which is the 10 tips on listening, by going to the website and clicking on the Resources tab on the website. The International Day of Listening is sponsored by the International Listening Association. And again, thanks for listening.